You are listening to an Atomic Broadcasting production, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation. And remember, do your part, such as like, comment, rate, and don't forget to tell a friend to tune in for an Atomic Time.
Now, where did we leave off? Ah, yes. At last reunited, the party disguised themselves, then went to Ryquist's house to stop the boogeyman before it killed Alward's family. As they investigated the house, Einar, Val, and Neros had terrifying, nightmarish visions that distorted their view of reality.
I think that we should start a podcast concerning the etymology of certain phrases, like when push comes to shove, or pot calling the kettle black, or
if it's a portmanteau, I'll be there.
I just certain things that have lost their original identity and have become
legit.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sam.
Like the word legit.
Oh, well, I mean that. I'm thinking more like a phrase, like not just one word.
Like break a leg?
Yeah, I guess so. That would be one of them. Because how does that originate? Why is it?
So,
well, no, I don't want to get into it. It's
a different podcast, so you should just guest on that show.
Petit gets on the mic and says, "I want a podcast about this," in front of a bunch of nerds who know a lot of information and doesn't expect us to talk about it.
That's why I want to have that to be talked about.
Nerds who are currently making a podcast.
What?
This is a podcast?
This is a podcast.
I've been
wondering
why we were recording
I had no idea that that's what this was.
Jordy, is that what that Discord server's about?
No, that Discord server's about something else.
Is that why we went to Tremendicon with a booth?
I thought that was just
I
all
thought
your
you
friends.
just wanted to hang out, Jordy.
Yeah.
Also, me trying to plug the podcast, and Jordy just not the podcast, the Discord, and Jordy nope, not doing that.
Thank you.
No, that Discord is just the best place to hang out.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a business thing.
Wait, is that why Starry keeps commenting on our games?
I was
Shout out
wondering
to you,
how
Starry.
I was wondering how the general public was making
Wasn't gonna
comments
mention
on what
it, but
we
you
do.
know.
I've never had bubbly before, but it's it smells like drink, but it does not taste
Do you have the
anything.
pomegranate one?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
the only one in there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Bubbly.
I'm gonna get a drink halfway through this episode.
Me too.
Weird. I might just drive down to the gas station to get me a drink.
Blood.
I typically don't like sparkling water in general, but this one flavor of bubbly, I'm like, this is okay. I can actually taste something in here.
I just need something to wet my whistle. And there's another phrase that we could go in the history of.
Petit didn't leave that train.
Oddly enough, I kind of know the etymology of that one too.
I'm sure. I mean,
Sven, with all the things that you've acquired and have stashed away in your mind, I'm not surprised.
I mean, just look at it.
The problem is accessing those later.
Listen, just, find out how to access your file cabinet in there.
Picture a filing cabinet.
No, it's so easy. All you have to do is think of the exact thing you want when you need it.
Wait, you can't picture a filing cabinet?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That thus begs an in-game question.
Yeah.
If his book's secondary ability uses simple images in someone's mind.
And they have aphantasia.
If they have aphantasia, what is Zephear seeing?
White noise.
You have to make a counteract check.
It's just the TV static snow screen.
If you beat the counteract check of their aphantasia, can they then see images forever?
No, just that one image that you sent.
That's so cruel.
It's like giving a blind person sight and then taking
Am I
it away.
dreaming right now?
Guys, but he uses it for personal gain, but you're going to get to see for just a minute.
Oh, never mind. Next time.
Oh, darn it about spell slots.
I'm scared.
Me too.
I'm also
Me too,
scared.
Sam.
Oh,
Speaking
boy.
of being scared,
Oh, boy.
let's get back into things.
I don't want to.
No.
Neros and Val,
No.
you are both frightened one.
Oh,
that's just one. Okay.
okay.
What do you mean that's just one?
Listen.
I was going to give myself that for free.
Einar, Wolfnar, you notice that Val and Neros have stepped up next to you, and Val is like looking off to the left into a shadowy alley and looking, at least to some degree, rattled. And Neros just kind of looks down at herself, reaches into her bag, and then is just like looking down at her hands. Zephear, I believe, is still just kind of dazed.
Yeah, just
between
kind of
the two
standing
parties.
in the middle of the path, just not sure what to do.
And I believe Albert has already gone inside by this point.
Yes.
Einar is still growling and facing the direction that we all think that it's at. But seeing Neros and Val's reaction, Val, you just feel a shove, a fairly hard shove of Einar's shoulder against you.
Like shoving me forward?
Nope, like bump. You're right next to him, so he just shoves over into you just to get your attention.
Oh, she just spins around with her weapon just like wildly, and she's like and I was just looking around. And she's like,
and he just looks at you. He doesn't react, and he just gestures with his head towards the where we think it's at.
she is like barely even looking down at you. She's still like looking straight up almost, and just like breathing super heavily, like she's hyperventilating almost. And she kind of looks back at the shadows again. She's just like, he brought him right here.
You just hear a sharp bark.
Just jumped.
Mm-hmm. And again, he gestures towards where we think the boogeyman is.
I'm gonna roll a die.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a D100. So you do that, and she's like really out of it. She's not really even following what you're trying to do at all. She's just freaking out, and is clearly lost in her own head about something. And she keeps looking at like Zephear and muttering like just the same things, kind of like, he let him right there, and just like and she keeps looking back at the shadows.
Einar switches over to Neros, realizing that Val's just not responding at all. And instead of a shove, you just feel him come up to you and just rub against your hands. With a slight whine.
When Einar comes and rubs up against Neros' hands, she kind of flinches. She's like, I don't know what's coming from. It's spreading. I don't want to hurt you.
This big paw just comes up and places on top of your hands.
And she kind of like rips them away. She's like, don't. And then she like goes to search for her locket, and she's like, it's gone. I don't know where it's at. I can't find it. I don't know what's happening.
Do I see the locket?
Einar, she's still wearing her locket. She's like touching it and feeling against it and talking about not being able to find it.
With one claw, Einar reaches up with his paw, hooks onto your locket, and pulls.
Neros, you feel like a tugging around your neck as Einar is just kind of pawing at your neck area. What's your perception bonus?
12.
Yeah, as best as you can figure, Einar is just kind of pawing at the air and is just kind of pulling on your throat.
No, stop, it's got, like...
He yanks harder. And yanks harder, like try to pull it off.
Yeah, I feel like a giant wolf can just, undo the clasp just by force. And yeah, Einar, you are able to pull the locket off. And Neros, you no longer feel the tugging around your throat.
Do I see the locket?
No.
Like hanging from his paw at all?
No.
He picks it up with his mouth and shoves it into your hand.
And as he's like putting his muzzle back in your hands again, Neros, I imagine you're kind of like trying to pull away again. But then now you're actually feeling and seeing the locket that he's placed back in your hands.
Did you had it? You found it?
He places it gently in your hand and just like his nose closes your hand around it.
She holds it like a child holding a candy bar when you're trying to take it away from them.
Mm-hmm. And he gestures to the alley. Or to the courtyard.
And Einar, are you gesturing to the best of your knowledge
Yes,
where the
boogeyman is, yeah.
I'll look out the courtyard, I guess. Still scared, still shaking.
Val, I imagine you're still on high alert and kind of looking down that alley.
Does she still see who she saw?
Yes.
She is, as she's kind of panicking and looking around, and she kind of sees this interaction between the two of them, but she's not really getting it. What she does notice through her fear is she sees the locket, and she starts feeling inside of her that anger that she was scared of feeling before, and it starts rising, and she sort of starts like, she's shaking so much now, and she grips tight on the spear and just starts running forward at something.
And to Einar, Neros, and Zephear, if you were looking in that direction, you would also see Val is just holding her cold iron spear and just charging down an empty alleyway.
And she yells out, "I'm not Hertha anymore, and I'm tired of running. I'll free myself of you."
Einar sees that happen and pounces.
And that was the last we ever saw of Val. So, like, are you just trying to knock her down or something? Okay. That would be an acrobatics against Val's fortitude.
24.
Sorry, athletics, if I said acrobatics. It's athletics.
Athletics?
Which, since you're a giant wolf right now, that is a plus 16.
Too bad it's not Einar's actual athletics, which is a plus 20. I miss.
What'd you roll?
Oh, wait, no. I succeed.
What'd you roll?
What's your total?
25.
Does he succeed?
That's 1 over.
Oh.
So, Val, you go charging down the alleyway, and suddenly a giant wolf pounces on you from behind and knocks you over.
And immediately jumps off.
Zephyr, seeing all this, you just hear erupt from behind you. Just an exclamation of, "Stop toying with us!" And he looks over at Val, who is now on the floor, and he looks over at Neros, who seems to be, what's the word?
Frightened one.
That's 2 words. But he just looks over at the two of you and just, "Val, Neros, he's in our heads. Get a grip on yourself." And he just stands where he is, and just stares you down. Both of you at the same time.
Eyes going separate. Val, upon hearing that, kind of raises her head from face planting. She's got some blood coming out of her nose. Is still like breathing really heavily. And I roll another dice.
Manic is the word I was looking for.
That's a good word.
Val doesn't seem to come off of it. She seems still very into whatever's happening to her.
At that moment, a 6-foot bird flies down from the sky and lands on the ground next to Val and is just like rapidly bobbing its head, trying to get her attention.
Sigurd, he's here. What are you doing?
And with Val's attention gained, the bird just like looks up at a rooftop.
Val looks up at the rooftop.
And Val, you're seeing on that roof, there's the silhouette against the moonlit sky of a chimney and a chimney. And then you realize that the building only has one chimney. and there's one very just tall silhouette standing on top of the building. It takes his hat off and bows.
How far away would you say he is from us?
From Val, about 50 feet.
Okay. He's on the roof.
Zephyr still doesn't. He's continuously staring at you and starts walking at you with not haste, but determination. Val. Walking towards Val.
It's on the roof. It's on the roof. It's on the roof.
All in your head. Remember the forest?
The boogeyman's on the roof.
No, nothing's up there.
Einar looks.
Einar, you also see the figure. But Zephyr, as you're approaching Val, you get about 10 feet away from her. I'm going to need you to make a will saving throw.
I am wanting to prepare to cast a spell, and I know that might start an initiative, so that is my next thing I'm gonna do.
So, Petite, you were trying to spend a hero point card. What did you roll on your first one?
A 4.
Because of the situation, go ahead and re-roll that one for free.
I'm hoping a 26 is better.
Zephyr, as you approach Val, and she's saying, he's on the roof, he's on the roof, you're just saying, it's all in your head. And then you blink and you notice the boogeyman is standing right behind Val. And it just puts one hand on her shoulder and is just looking at you. And before you even have time to finish processing that, you feel another hand on your shoulder. And you are now frightened 1.
Oh. Got lucky.
I'm reaching down to the dagger in my boot.
And you hear a voice in your mind. I'm glad you still kept it. There is still time, little rabbit.
Of course I kept it. What else would I use on you?
What does the frightened condition do for me?
It gives you a -1 to all checks and DCs.
I'm going to swing behind me with my dagger.
And your dagger just cuts through empty air.
I huff.
We need to get into the house.
Yes. Yes, you do.
I run for the house, the front door.
Meanwhile, back in the house. We're going to pick this back up, Alward, where Reiquist was like, that wolf thing. And he's like, no. And you're like, okay, I'm going inside. And you walk inside past Reiquist. Alward, you said your family's in danger. What's going on?
Okay, so you might be in danger too. We have I'm so sorry for bringing this here, but it was going to come regardless. Maybe. Where are they?
They're just in the other room getting ready for bed. It's late.
Okay. Don't tell them who I am. How much time do we have on illusory disguise?
About 5 minutes.
Okay, so that's not too long. We're being hunted by a thing. Well, we're not. Zephyr. It's a lot to explain right now. Just all of you need to hide.
All right. I wish I had some secret trapdoor cellar or something, but we'll board ourselves up in the bedroom.
Okay, I'll follow you and stay with you to make sure you're safe until you get boarded up. Just say I'm a friend and try to explain everything.
Okay. And you and Reiquist make your way into the other room where Alward, your mother, Avelia, is washing up the last bits of dishes from dinner, and Lena is I don't know, getting ready for bed in some way.
She's not sweeping?
She's not sweeping?
She's just setting the broom back in the corner. The floor is spotless. Hello, everyone. This is an associate of mine from work. His name is...
Jalward. It doesn't
Edward. He let us know that there's bad people outside. So we're just going to wait in the bedroom, and he'll let us know when it's safe to come out. Right, Edward?
Yeah. Right. And I'm going to whisper to Ryquest, what, make sure there's no window or anything.
There are no windows in that room.
Okay. It shouldn't take too long.
So Valia's just like, wait, what? Edward? What is going on?
There are some enforcers coming. 1 second.
What's your deception skill?
Yeah. Can I roll this one, Jordy?
Yeah, go ahead. I feel like Alward would have an idea of how well he's lying to his mom at this point in his life.
This tracks. I only got a 15, which I don't think passes my mom's DC.
Howard sucks
I do suck at lying.
at lying to his mother.
Master Request sort of explained everything to me, so I know we need to hide you all.
Valia is just like looking at you suspiciously and is like, all right, come on, Lena, let's go to the bedroom.
All of Alward's nervous tics are on display right now in this person's body.
As Valia and Lena are heading into the bedroom, Ryquist is right about to follow them, and Valia just looks back out and is like, take care of yourself, Edward.
Right. And once Alward sees them go into the room and shut the door, he's going to go back out to attempt to help his friends.
Alward, just as you're beginning to leave the house, as you're making your way back out through the kitchen area, you hear from outside, it's on the roof, it's on the roof.
I'm going to double my efforts to get out there.
And just as you're stepping out through the door, you hear Zephear yelling at Val, we need to get inside. And Val, you were wanting to cast a spell?
Yeah. As she's getting up, you guys start hearing just some music notes around us as they're all moving into Val's hand. And then they start swirling in a ball as she then just chucks this ball of sound at him with a 30 to hit.
It's a solid to hit.
Yeah, it was a 19 on the die.
Nice.
So we'll go ahead and keep that 2-hit roll, but he would also witness this as an aggressive action.
Mm-hmm.
So before you get the chance to throw the spell, we're going to enter initiative.
Okay.
So I'm going to need an initiative roll from everyone.
I'm not going to use the dice tower for once.
Oh, sweet. My initiative is 30.
I think I have the worst luck for initiatives ever.
Talk to me after you hear my initiative.
Zephear.
23.
Alward.
So I forgoed my initiative roll, and I rolled a 2, which means my initiative roll is 15.
Neros?
That's 1 plus my perception.
15.
Wait, did you also roll a 1?
I rolled a 3 because I'm frightened.
Oh, I forgot you were frightened.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
scared.
I forgot that I was frightened.
Ah.
So that would be a
22.
22.
22. And Wolfnar.
So I rolled a 5 on the die, which naturally means I get a 23.
I will say, technically,
I hate you.
I break ties, but if Neros wants to go first, she can.
I do not.
Okay, then I will break the tie.
All right. So we'll go ahead and begin initiative with Val as you throw that spell. And you said it was a 30 to hit?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right, this is a spell called Percussive Impact. All right. It's 48 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
It's sonic bludgeoning, if that makes a difference, but... Oh, my goodness. Okay, 20 bludgeoning damage plus a d4 of sonic splash damage, which is 4.
Nice.
So a total of 24?
Yes. And if it was a crit success, you'd be deafened, but I doubt that's a critical success.
Yeah, not
So-
a crit.
So all of these musical notes come into her hand and start being surrounded by these crackles coming off of her her face paint, and she just lobs it up there as it explodes into this really loud sound.
And it just kind of blasts and a few shingles drop from the top of the roof as you see the figure just kind of shudder a little bit and then straighten back up and put his hat back on top of his head. Turns it slightly.
Why did you make this man
It's
so
time.
charismatic?
It's time. To he turns his head around.
Val, you have one action remaining.
I send Sigrun. Sigrun gets 2 actions. Sigrun's gonna fly up and start pecking at him.
Shove him off the roof.
I don't think he's close enough to the edge to actually shove him. That is okay. That's a 17 to hit with her jaws.
Yeah, that does not get through. So Sigrun flies up and kind of tries to peck at him, and he just leans to the side, and she just soars right past and misses.
That is all I can do for now.
Val, I need you to make a will save
Why?
for ending your turn.
Oh.
I don't.
Is it to get
That's
rid of
rude, actually.
frightened?
Yeah, or it make it worse.
Oh, 33.
Nice.
So with a 33 on the die, Val, suddenly you're no longer seeing that figure that's been haunting the corners of your eyes, and you realize that was all just a figment that was afflicting your mind. And you are not frightened one.
Sweet sauce. Now she's angry.
Use it. Use your anger.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. I think he goes next.
Yeah. With that, the boogeyman crouches deep, leaps off of the rooftop, and lands right next to Zephyr. And he just looks down at him and is like, "You should have chosen option A, little rabbit. I will enjoy devouring your soul." And with that, he reaches up with one of his gangly long arms and just swipes it down in an arc to claw at Zephyr.
Joke's on him. Zephyr doesn't even know what an A is.
I chose option.
Speaking of jokes on him,
Uh-oh.
anybody got a nat 1 card?
I got
do
the
right
critical
here.
hit deck. I don't got the fumble.
Yes.
I don't know why we didn't even prepare these quick.
We did not.
I didn't know we were going in for a battle today.
For what type of thing?
Natural attack?
Unarmed?
Unarmed attack,
There's
yeah.
nothing natural about this
There,
thing.
no.
This one is tiring attack. He becomes fatigued. As a reminder to the audience, fatigue makes him have -1 to AC and saving throws.
Heck yeah.
Jumping off the rooftop, landing and attacking. He wore himself out. Is it super cool for the character? No, but he nat 1, so.
So with that nat 1 then, I imagine the way that looks is he leaps off the rooftop and is like regaining his balance as he does his monologue. But then as he swipes, it's revealed that he wasn't really fully on balance, and he just kind of misses and scuffs his claws against the ground.
It's just a warning, right? Right?
And it draws him down closer, because he has to reach down to swing at Zephyr. And now you've just got his face in your face, and he just snarls and then brings his other hand up for like an upward claw at Zephyr.
The faces Jody makes.
The faces Jordy makes when he rolls.
A 24 to hit.
My AC's 25.
Nice.
I had no doubts, my friend.
I had many.
I know.
Wait,
Are you frightened?
I'm
one?
frightened one, which means I have a -1.
Oh.
Crap.
I take it back.
So with that frightened one, meets it, beats it.
Oh.
And his just gross fingernails just claw right through your armor. As you take 27 slashing damage.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
That's so much.
Oh, stop everything. Reaction. Glimpse of redemption. Either Zephyr takes no damage, or
Something happens.
I'm looking for it. It's been a while.
I'll definitely become enfeebled too.
Yeah, you're going to refuse the repention.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense. So Zephyr gets resistance 10 to the damage,
Ooh.
and the creature is now enfeebled 2.
Nice.
Or, I'm going to ask the group, or I can make him stupefied 2.
What's
the difference?
Stupefied
Would affect any of his charisma, intelligence, and wisdom, which would lower his will save by 2.
Yeah.
Or I make his strength lower.
Both are
Let's do
good.
stupefied.
Yeah, we have more casters.
I'm going to make him stupefied 2.
All right. Okay, so Zephyr, You've got resistance 10, so let's recalculate the damage. I did miss his 1d6 for sneak attack damage when I gave you the original result.
Oh,
So the total before your resistance is going to be 33.
no. He rolled a 6 on his sneak attack.
And you have resistance 10, so you take 23 slashing damage.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's what it was originally.
It was
No,
27
27.
originally.
Mm-hmm.
This is where things get fun.
Fun for who?
Because he hit you. I'm going to need a will save.
What?
Okay.
And I'm going to say his stupefied triggers before that. So you get essentially a +2 because he has a -2 to his DC.
Oh, I forgot that affects his DCs, isn't it? I'm so glad I stupefied
Yeah,
this
that's good.
maniac.
Guys, was this smart?
No.
17.
You're not
You
gonna
have a hero point.
I do have a
mate.
hero point.
that. He rolled a 2,
Man,
guys.
we should have just let Albert's family die.
Yeah.
Rude.
Use a hero point.
Jordy wipes his brow.
A lot
so
better.
much better.
A lot better. Math.
15 plus.
15. That's a
He's
16,
30.
actually.
Oh, my bad.
31.
31.
31.
Woo!
With a 31 as a success,
Yay!
you become frightened too.
Oh my
I don't like that.
That's just a 31 is a regular success.
Guys, we're way over our heads here.
Yeah,
I
I thought
mean,
we weren't doing
a
this
31
until we were like level 9 or 10.
A 31 being a regular success makes sense. His DC's not going to be 21.
Okay, I double checked something. You do not become frightened too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You are still only frightened 1.
Okay.
Oh, Sam, I should tell you.
No.
I forgot that this was relevant to you. Val is still frightened 1.
Yes.
She has had a turn. She is not frightened 0.
Oh, I didn't even think about reducing it.
Oh.
That's fair.
I don't like that.
I honestly was flavorfully keeping it anyways.
The flavor is exactly the mechanics of why.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
With the boogeyman's final action, then he clawed at Zephyr, did some pretty serious damage, and Zephyr, you feel like something was trying to just tug at the edges of your mind. And with that, it is Einar's turn.
If anyone's ever heard a large dog or wolf roar, like a growl so fierce, it almost sounds like a roar. That's what happens as he spins and opens his jaws and just... I don't know what my stat block is, so I'm just going to say bite.
Yeah, you've got a bite.
Okay.
So, as a wolf, your attack modifier for your bite will be +16.
18. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, that's not going to go.
I try again.
All right.
It's with a minus.
Let me double check and see if it's agile. It is not, so it'd be with a -5, so +11.
Well, I guess the spinning to do it really threw him off because I just rolled a 4.
That's unfortunate, bro.
That is. Oh, well. At least I'm not
That
frightened
sucks. Yet.
yet.
Join the scared club.
No, I don't want Einar to join that scared club.
I didn't either, but yeah, here we are.
All right, that is recall knowledge, if I can.
All right, what's your nature bonus?
11.
All right. Yeah, just from your experience with this, you know what it is. You've done a little bit of digging into it. You know this is a boogeyman. You know it's some kind of a fae, but you're not able to recall anything that would be useful in combat.
Makes sense.
All right, Zephyr, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to roll to hit before I say what it is so that I don't spoil how cool I want it to be.
All right.
It's fair.
How cool do you want it to be?
Let me just...
Pretty cool.
really cool. Like, absolutely the coolest thing ever.
He wants the temperature to drop to below freezing.
Does a 29 hit.
Because he's fatigued. Meets it, beats it.
Yes!
Do I take...
Wait, what did you roll?
What?
He rolled a
12 with plus 17.
The 29 total.
Did you minus the
Did
fear?
do I subtract anything because of fear?
Yes, you will take a -1 for being frightened.
So it would not,
Beat it.
correct?
Yes.
Dang it.
Okay. I'm going to re-roll and see what happens.
So you got a hero point and you're re-rolling that.
I rolled another 12.
Oh.
That sucks, my guy.
And I can't do it again. So,
Lick right.
can I just say I swipe my dagger and nothing happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's eerily reminiscent to the first time you met him in the library where you slash at him with your dagger and he just steps to the side.
Zephyr grunts in his upsetness.
But we, as an audience, see that Zephyr is moving faster and the boogeyman is moving slower than that first time in the library.
It's nice to know.
Yep.
Can I recall knowledge?
Sure. What's your nature bonus?
10.
Nat 20.
Guys, what do I want to know?
What's his real name?
I mean, yeah.
As is customary, he is a boogeyman. He is Fey. He's level 10.
Okay.
That's only 2. That's not that bad.
Not bad.
We're gonna.
And you can ask 2 questions.
All right, help me out, guys. What would help us the most?
Resistances.
Special abilities? Saves?
We technically know he's immune to something.
We have tried to gain knowledge about him, and it's never worked. So.
Can we know his stat block?
Yeah, can we just have the stat block?
No.
No.
Please.
Let's go with, can you combine resistances and immunities?
Yes. He is resistant to nothing, and he is immune to fear effects.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have another question, but I don't know what I should ask.
Do we know special abilities?
Should I ask for weaknesses?
Well, he's a Fey, and Einar indicated that cold iron, hence the spear.
Right.
Silver.
And we know that because that's a general. Isn't that just a general
General
Fey?
Fey
Like all
thing,
Fey
yeah.
have a silver.
It's pretty normal for Fey to be weak to cold iron.
You said silver.
I did.
Okay.
Einar recalled that the boogeyman is weak to silver. Sam, as a player, mentioned that most Fey are weak to cold iron.
So Einar was wrong, but he was correct.
what I can know is whether or not it is surely a weakness.
Yeah.
Because
That could have been misinformation, especially
Yeah.
since we know it's Fae now.
I'm going to go with weaknesses.
He is weak to cold iron,
Okay, we know that for sure.
which also stops his regeneration.
Oh, frick.
He has
Oh my
regeneration.
gosh,
Oh,
he
of
has
course he does.
regeneration.
Frickety, frackety, foo.
But hey, he's between the two people with cold iron on them. Possibly. I don't know what I have. Could be bronze, could be copper. Wait, you took her spear?
I have it. It's in my hands.
Yeah, so he's
Zephyr.
between the two of us.
As you think about that, you realize that the metal on your dagger looks very similar to the metal on Val's spear.
You know, I was thinking it could have rusted. Rusted iron. Making it brownish.
I'm thinking Einar desperately needs to figure out how to change. Because,
Sure would be nice.
Don't change, Einar. We like you just the way you are.
You don't need to change for anybody, Einar.
Sorry, Ida. Wolfstar, you're a wolf now forever.
That ends my turn.
All right, Zephyr, as your turn is ending, I'm going to need a will save from you.
Okie dokie. We'll save.
Stop rolling bad.
Hold on. It's not that bad. 22? I hate sevens.
yeah.
So, Zephyr, you're still seeing shifting images of the boogeyman being like here and there, and you know where he is exactly, but you keep like thinking you see him elsewhere, and you remain frightened one.
Yeah.
Alward, it's your turn.
Okay. Alward is going to spend one action to draw his staff, and then the other action to cast telekinetic projectile, amped at the boogeyman.
Thumbs up, fist bump for luck.
Never doing that again. Let me check.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It's not your fault.
Abby, quit bullying me.
Hold on.
No. Because every time you say don't mess up or good luck or you can do this, we end up rolling badly.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to spend a hero point on
I
that.
just want my friends to succeed.
I know, but maybe stop.
Okay, I hope you fail.
How? How did I roll the same thing?
Dang it,
I did
Sam.
that too.
What am I supposed to do?
Nothing. Do nothing.
Did you touch his dice?
Sam's influence on fortune is monolithic.
That is a 22 to hit.
I don't think that hits a 29 AC.
That will miss.
Can we pretend it hit?
Just for funsies.
Just for funsies.
We could pretend.
Please.
That's my turn, though.
You ending your turn?
I drew my staff.
You're ending your turn.
Oh no.
Oh,
Albert.
gosh.
What?
Could you make me a will save?
Do I have to?
Don't do it or you'll see your family die.
You said will save.
Yes.
Don't we fight the boogeyman and the wolves?
That's better. That's so much better.
There, do that every time.
In
Sam.
fact, that's a 33.
Nice. So, Alward, you pull out your staff. You try to just telekinetically hurl a cobblestone at the boogeyman, and it just whiffs right past the crown of his hat. And then he just kind of turns and looks at you, and for just a moment, you just see the utter animalistic malice in his eyes, and you know for a fact that if he gets past you into the house, he will kill your family.
I'm glad he hasn't noticed that door to the left of him.
I'll
That
just
he's
look at the
immediately
map
next to.
standing next to
Yeah,
the
he's
door.
immediately
That
next
goes
to.
into the bedroom? Is that what I... Is that,
That's why I saw that, and I was like, I don't know if I should go to the bedroom.
I'm sorry.
Or...
So I have a question about this house design. One, what bedroom doesn't have a window?
Okay.
Two, what bedroom has a door that goes straight out to the
I
outside?
can answer both of those. For the first one, sometimes you don't want people to peek inside your bedroom.
Curtain.
For the second one, he's too poor for curtains. For the second one,
The school has one because they can't afford repairs.
for the second one, sometimes you just want to wake up and immediately go outside.
I don't understand this.
Technically, you're not allowed to have a bedroom without a window, so
Yeah.
you gotta
OSHA.
have- It's not considered
Galarian
a room.
OSHA.
I don't think that'd be OSHA.
Well, I work from home, so. But, Alward, you get the sense that as he is looking at you, you're familiar with magic that deals with the mind, and you realize that he's trying to impose these thoughts on you, and you're able to just shake them off and move on. And with that, it is Neros' turn.
I don't want to go.
You can delay it.
It's the end of the round, but you could delay.
She's still scared, still shaking, still not in her right mind, still not okay. However, Einar tried to make her see reality. So she looks up at the boogeyman, and cries and casts Phase Bolt at him.
Ooh, nice. That gets rid of the cover that he would have had because of the wolf in Zephyr.
And crying's a free action.
Yeah, it's great use of your turn.
What about getting a grip? Is getting a grip a free action?
No, that's an action.
Oh, that's a full action.
What happened?
And with a 27,
Oh.
Oh.
I miss him.
I didn't close my eyes fast enough.
So the bolt blinks in and out of existence and appears just right next to, like, his waist and just makes a little hole through his waistcoat. But it doesn't seem to do any damage to him.
I'm frightened, Sven.
Oh. All right, Neros, you have phase bolted, and it has bolted through his bolt of fabric that has been made into a waistcoat. You have one action remaining.
Crying is a free action.
It is.
You were so ready with that.
I'm going to get like 10 feet closer to Alward, diagonally to the south. Yes.
To the south, yes.
Should I be worried?
No, you
She's gonna kill
shouldn't.
your family.
The way
And
you said that.
that's my turn.
All right, Neros, I'm going to need a will saving throw.
You cover those eyes, Sam.
Is that an at? Is it? I don't know if this is good or bad.
Can I spend a hero point on that?
No!
It's a nat one.
No!
It seems I have.
Yes, you can.
Can I?
You can't.
Okay, that didn't work out.
That didn't work out. Maybe just stare at Jordy angrily. That was terrifying.
I know.
Is that better?
Of course, it's gonna be better. If it's anything other than one.
It's fair.
27.
Neros, as you're moving towards Alward, you happen to glance down and notice everything is back to normal.
Oh my gosh.
And you are no longer frightened.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo. What would the nat one have done?
The situation would have continued.
Okay.
But there is no critical failure.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Which I will reveal because...
You're
yeah.
benevolent.
Just to make you feel bad about spending your card.
But, I mean, you would continue with that frightened one until you saved, so...
Okay. I need to go outside and get some fresh air.
You are outside.
I am
Just don't
not
go into the
outside.
house.
All right, and Val, it is your turn.
So Val, feeling that anger with the frightened going away, the little crackles start coming off of her again, and they start kind of connecting with the brooch that she's wearing, and they start expanding out from her, making like her silhouette grow, and then she starts growing to match that silhouette as she uses the enlarged brooch and becomes
Nice.
huge sized,
Oh my gosh.
growing to probably like, what would you say, 25-ish feet tall.
Yeah.
I didn't know that brooch could do
So
that.
she grows enormously large and just stares down at the boogeyman.
Do you know how small I am right now? Next to the wolf and Val.
I'm glad that there are no windows in that bedroom.
Yeah.
And as Val grows to these enormous proportions, we're going to go ahead and end the episode.
Was that 1 or 2 actions?
2.
Nice.
All right, and the hero point for this episode, and kind of dipping a little bit into where we ended the previous episode, goes to Petite for how he's playing Zephear here as he is confronting his tormentor, his fear that's been haunting him forever.
Thanks. I don't know what to do.
Live.
That's exactly what I expect to hear from Zephyr.
We love you.
That's all I got, bro.
And we'll see you all in the next episode.
Oh, he's so creepy.
This has been an Atomic Broadcasting production. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to give us some support by liking, commenting, and following. These things really do make a difference in getting the word out and helping our community grow. Also, make sure to check us out on Threads and check out the Discord server, where you can chat with other fans and discuss all the recent developments and happenings. Links to all these good things in the description below. The Written in the Lost is an original story that uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's fan content policy. Atomic Broadcasting and The Written in the Lost are not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, have an atomic time.
Train until you can punch it in its face.
Why do you keep talking about trains?
Bisected in
I'm excited, okay? I got trains on Satisfactory, and I haven't been able to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Satisfactory.
I are not very
Satisfactory.